Yo for Mrthick of Ciaran. Letter M,
Yes.
morals, Ciaran. So, what do you think of abortion, Ciaran?
Abortion, I would give my actual opinion even though I'm drunk because this is a typing session.
Wait, say that again.
My
Yeah.
opinion is that fuck religion. We should just do what's convenient for fucking humanity and abort when you have to abort.
So, you're generally, I'm assuming, wait, I'm lagging right now. So you're generally just whatever with abortion, like you're pro-abortion or something.
I'm pro abortion, yeah.
I got you. So next thing is, where do you get your morals, Kieran?
Mm, From the effect
You say from your
that
mom?
my
From what?
from the effect my actions have made on me. And if it's like abstract shit like abortion, then it'll just be from reading it and reading people's arguments about it.
Is it wrong to murder your neighbor if you're, I don't know, if you dropped your ice cream and you want to kill someone, so you just want to kill your?
Huh?
Is it wrong for Kieran to murder his neighbor if
Is
he?
it wrong to just fucking kill your neighbor if you feel like it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Why?
if you're
Why is that wrong?
because your neighbor could be like so useful to you.
That's it. It's about usefulness, not anything else. So if he was useless to me, I could kill him.
I mean, like realistically, I know there's like abstract moral shit, like oh yeah, he is a whole human life and he could do so much good for the world, but like realistically, in the world of my actions and the effects of my actions and the benefit that my actions give to me, does that matter at all?
Okay.
Is this some SE shit?
I don't know.
I'm going to ask you if you have sort of a utilitarian approach in morality, just whatever is
Yeah.
useful, whatever is
I don't
pleasurable.
know how the fuck you
Well,
gleaned that, but yes, utilitarian.
okay, so you don't mind killing innocent people if there were enough lives at stake, if there were more lives that could benefit
If
from.
I was doing the trolley problem, I would definitely pull the fucking lever, yeah.
Yeah. So do you think you're someone who has morals in the first place?
No.
You don't think you have morals?
I mean, I think I've got morals, but I feel like I'm not a fucking stick up the ass social justice warrior.
Mm-hmm. So wait, what? Can you give me an example of you having morals? How do I know you have morals?
My morals are very local. It'll be like, okay, I'll give you like a full on example. I won't try and hide anything. Uh, I'll try and do right by the people around me as long as they don't do wrong by me, if that makes sense. Like they'll try, like if they fuck with me at all, then it's just like I don't really care what happens to them, you know. But if they haven't screwed with me at all, then it'll be like as far as like my what I do will impact them in a negative way, I will not do that. As long as I like them at all when they haven't tried to fucking, you know, be a pain in the ass.
This is just for clarification to be sure. You would, if there was a
Yeah.
baby on an island, no one will miss it, and killing the baby there, whatever method, would mean a lot of benefits for humanity. Would you kill it there?
Yeah,
Probably, right?
yeah, of course. No
Yeah.
one's gonna miss this.
No one's gonna miss it. Yeah, and even if someone was gonna miss it, if no one's gonna catch you anyway, you might still just kill it anyway, right?
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, I know there's
I have a pretty good
I know there's
understanding of
like
your morality now. Yeah.
yeah, I know there's like the whole like fucking oh yeah, it's a life, it's super fucking important, but there's like fucking 7 billion of them. It can't be that important.
Wow. Okay.
Oh wow, that
That's amazing.
that's very bold.
I like
That is
that.
so bold.
Speaking of that, though, speaking of the importance of, I don't know, it's actually related, but religion now. What's your stance on religion? I'm getting agnostic vibes from you. Maybe even atheist, but I'm gonna guess agnostic.
I believe that there is some kind of God, but for the most part, I view the God as a projection of psychological constructs. Therefore, as a part of your fucking psyche is looking out for your best interest. So like any, you know how people are like, oh yeah, God didn't like that, even though you don't have any understanding of why it's a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that like shit like that is like a deep psychological knowing that like what you've done is not good. So if any of that comes up, it's like indirectly for your own benefit, if that makes sense.
So you don't believe in a literal God, probably.
I don't believe in a man in the fucking clouds, no.
You don't, but you're open to that idea, right? Or are you sure? Are you confident that doesn't exist? Are you agnostic or atheist?
I'm not against the idea of some omnipotent fucking overseer of reality, but I feel like if he does exist, then he isn't like this moral fucking beacon that like, oh, if you do bad things, then you get fucking smited. You know, like I feel like there's a lot more nuance to it that nobody's seeing that works out in the way that I can do whatever works for me, and he doesn't take
Ciaran,
offense.
what are your stances on LGBT stuff?
Uh, whatever, do whatever you want, but don't convert children who don't know any better to a different fucking gender because it suits your agenda.
Until they're old enough, right, to decide for themselves.
Yeah, until they can actually fucking decide for themselves.
What about
Once they can decide for themselves properly, like do whatever you want.
what about traditional gender roles, gender expectations? What are your stances on that?
Functional, but again, do whatever you want. We're in a comfortable enough place as a species where, in the first world anyway, where you can really just do whatever the fuck you want.
If a polite
Like,
jihadist, if a polite jihadist or Nazi joined the server, would you want them to get kicked out? Or would you do?
no,
You wouldn't, right? Okay. Same with a homophobe. If there was a genuine homophobe in the server, you're not
I
necessarily
don't.
gonna want them to get kicked out, right?
He's not like bullying gay people.
If he
If
did
he's
bully gay
bullying gay
people in the
people, it's
server,
fucking criminal shit. But
you would want them to get kicked out if he was bullying gay people in the server. Or it depends on the bullying, maybe. Like what?
yeah, 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 no, I wouldn't fucking be some like 6-year-old fucking tattletale who goes to the teacher telling the mods about it. But I would like just bully him until he leaves. Yeah,
Oh, so you would want people to bully the homophobe until he leaves?
I'd bully him if they join in. They join in.
Oh, and what kind of bullying? Any kind of bullying? Like if the guy was called slurs or something, would you be okay with that?
It doesn't matter. Anything that makes him feel bad.
Wow, so you don't mind calling him slurs if this homophobe was like a minority or something?
Yeah.
So you don't mind
Well,
bullying?
no, I mean I don't really support bullying minorities. Like I would try and keep it like above board. If, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a question related to this later on. I guess I'll ask it you now. What do you think of bullying bullies? Yeah, that's a general question again.
Bullying bullies. Yeah, because their whole thing is like, oh, I get to feel fucking stronger than the weak piece of shit that I've specifically targeted because he's weak. Like, obviously they deserve to get bullied, man.
So you don't mind people bullying bullies, and you would support people that bully bullies, and you might actually bully bullies
Bullies,
yourself.
bullies are like the biggest fucking lowlifes on the planet. They deserve to be bullied, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Next question is polyamory. What are your thoughts on polyamory stances? Probably just
Yeah.
what do you think?
Well, I mean, do whatever you want.
Okay,
Personally, yes.
what are your thoughts on do you have any phobias or isms? I'm talking about political phobias, transphobia, etc., etc. Isms, racism,
Uh,
etc.
nah.
Nah. And
Uh,
is it fair to say that your general ethics in life is do whatever you want, just don't hurt people in the long run?
yeah.
Okay. Politics,
As long
yeah,
as long as the people haven't actively tried to hurt you first.
right.
In that case, they can be removed from the equation.
So I guess your general idea of your ethics is maximum wholesome, no, maximum pleasure and stability in every society, everyone having fun, minimal pain, minimal suffering in a sustainable way. Roughly speaking.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your political stances, what about them? Do you care enough to talk about politics? General political stance, if you have one?
I mean, I don't give a flying fuck about politics.
Yeah, same.
Like in terms of enneagram and
I
like
understand.
instincts
I
and fucking
understand.
SSSD,
I understand what
it's
you're
so
saying.
blind.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I had to pick one, then liberal because I like progress.
Oh, liberal. Oh, okay. Okay. Um. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next question now. So let me find it. I gotta find it for you. What do you think of? Do you know the guy named? Do you know this guy named Andrew Tate? Super infamous.
Yeah,
What do you think of him?
yeah, yeah. Uh, I think he has a lot of good ideas. Yeah, like his whole shtick is basically take responsibility for your life and fucking be more competitive, right?
Yep.
Like, like
Competitive, yeah, and
organize your mind
competent.
so that you're the most competitive
Be
person on the
be
fucking
be
planet.
competent and
I like
yeah,
that. I like that. But
yeah,
he's
yeah.
got some fucking crackhead ideas. Like he thinks he's trying to take on the goddamn government. For fuck's sake! Like he's not taking on the goddamn government. There's no shadow organization trying to oust him. He'd have been killed already.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a
And
bit of a crackpot, but I like his general philosophy.
what about his negative stuff? Do you have any comments on his negative stuff? If you think he has any negative stuff,
I'm assuming you're talking about shit like misogyny on fucking
whatever.
streaming stuff,
That's
but
part of it.
like
Whatever you think is negative about him, it's subjective.
the only thing I think is negative about him is that he's narcissistic to the point where he feels like the fucking world is targeting him. Beyond that, doesn't matter because all the misogyny shit, he was just kind of taking the piss, really, wasn't
A lot of people
he?
say that he might even be saying the misogynistic stuff for as a marketing thing to promote his stuff because negative attention is all attention. It could be good for promoting his business. Do you believe in that?
I feel like that's overestimating the guy. I feel like he just said it, and then that's an excuse he came up with after when people started saying it.
So you think he's actually like genuinely misogynist?
Yeah, well, he
I
did
mean,
say he
he does. He
shot.
clearly doesn't hate women. He clearly doesn't think women are fucking subhuman because he's got 5 wives, and 5 wives would not fucking stay with him if he treated women like shit.
What about like treating them like
Wow.
slaves or whatever? I don't know if he does. I don't think he does that. But maybe there's more to like
Mm,
seeing someone as subhuman. Maybe you could still
I,
treat them.
I don't know the whole background.
I
I don't
got
know
you.
the whole fucking background of
We
the
can move on now.
relationship, but from what I've seen
Yes.
of them interacting,
Yeah.
it's pretty standard shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's no possibility these are because when people say misogynist, they mean like incel women hater, right?
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
there's no way he's that.
Moving on. Do you
He
know?
just takes the piss sometimes. Like I'm willing to bet that
Yep.
when he said the shit people say is misogynistic, he was just pissed off at one of his fucking wives. They annoyed him, and he repressed it, and invented it out like that.
Okay. Do you know this another infamous person named Jordan Peterson?
Yes,
What do you think of him?
he's a bit schizo, but again, I like a lot of his ideas.
Uh,
Like, he's also one of the guys that are just saying like take responsibility and shit, but he's a bit neurotic with it. He's like, oh yeah, reality is fucking crumbling around us at every seams, and you have to actively try to not let it
do you not like that?
collapse.
Do you not like that, or what? What do you feel about that? The
It
neuroticism.
doesn't chive with me, man. Like reality is kind of fine and things work out
Oh,
on their
so
own
like
for the
that's why
most
you're
part.
saying
You have to do
schizo.
what you have
That's
to
why you're
do.
saying schizo. He's like overthinking shit. That's what you're saying.
He's overthinking shit and he gets too archetypal with it.
Right. Okay. This is
But
not related for.
the main takeaway he has is good. The main takeaway of like do the shit that you can do that you need to do. Like that's fine. That's solid.
Okay. This is not related for typing, but I heard from someone recently that Jordan Peterson was talking about his grandma's vagina or something, or her pubes in one of his dreams. He
What?
apparently had a dream about his mom's vagina or something, and then
He was just telling the world about it.
he told the world about it on a writing. He wrote it down in some book or whatever. I don't remember if it was a book or something. And it's kind of like mocked by
Wow.
some
Then
people on Reddit. And Reddit,
send me a link, bro, because that is
I
fucking
wanna
goofy.
I wanna
That's
send
an
it to you. When I
example.
saw it for the first time, I was like, that has to be trolling, but it's not. He's actually being legit. He's being honest there, and it's
He's
really
being
weird. He's being genuine,
What?
dude.
This will be more interesting.
that's fucking goofy, dude.
Yeah, I might send it to you. It seems like something you would like to
Uh,
see. Yeah.
No
would you?
man is without
Would you
fault.
do it?
Jordan Pearson and Andrew Tate are some goofy bastards, but
Mm,
they're at times not that bad.
Okay, next
That's
question.
my
I think they
stance.
are good.
What? Oh shit, my ears.
Fuck's playing mute.
How do I mute the soundboard? Hold on, I'm trying to find out how to mute it. Whatever. I'm too
You
lazy.
need to mute fucking lamb
Not
sauce,
like
lamb
that.
sauce, lamb
No.
sauce.
Oh, there. I found it. I found how to mute it. Gotcha.
uh,
So next,
but,
what? So next question.
but,
What is your? How would you evaluate your? Do you know the difference between cognitive empathy and effective empathy, Karen?
No, I haven't studied that. I'm
That's
assuming
fine.
cognitive empathy is like the awareness of how people react. Like you see that someone feels sad based on like fucking body language or them telling you they're sad, and effective
Close.
empathy would be like
Yeah.
feeling that yourself and acting on it.
Something like that. I will just try to summarize each for you. Cognitive empathy
Okay.
is understanding people's emotions, and then effective is feeling their emotions,
Okay.
or not even just emotions, it's motivations and logic, whatever. So, how would you describe or rate your cognitive empathy, your levels of cognitive empathy? Are you pretty good at understanding other people?
My cognitive empathy is through the goddamn roof,
I got you.
and my effective empathy gets lower by the day.
Yeah, mine's shit, dude.
Like
Yeah.
to the point to the point where I
Mhm.
feel like it's good. I feel like it's not bad because if something's seriously bad, like if I'm watching a fucking show and some tragic shit happens, I fucking cry for like 5 minutes, just watching it.
you wait.
And
Oh wow, you.
yeah, like if that does some shit and it makes people feel bad, like I feel guilty and fucking try and make them not feel bad.
When
Like
was
I
the
try and
last
make them
time?
smile if I give a shit about them.
When was the last time
But
you cried from a show?
like 2 days ago,
What show is it?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
What
Okay.
was I? What was I watching?
So some sad
You know
story.
that you watch anime?
Yeah. No, not regularly.
Yeah. Have you seen that Cautious Hero show?
No.
No, it's some like hero who's been summoned to fucking save the world before and he failed miserably,
This is for
and then he
type.
gets summoned again and he just
Yeah.
like way over prepared. And like it was like a flashback to the time he failed, and it was like, oh fuck, that's so sad.
I gotcha. So this is for type.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I feel like it's good that I'm losing like effective empathy because it's like shit that I don't care about.
Yeah.
Like you know how people guilt trip you all the time and shit like that.
Uh huh.
Like you know how like people will guilt trip you, like they'll go like, oh woe is me and crap like that.
Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Yeah,
Are you
like
familiar with BPD?
either day I
You know,
lose interest in
are you
that.
familiar with this order called BPD, or no?
Yeah.
So you're very familiar.
Well, I mean, not familiar. I know of it.
Okay. So imagine a BPD girlfriend of yours or boyfriend if you're gay. If she abused you by guilt tripping you and shit, and like telling you
I'm not gay, but keep hoping.
if she was like, yeah, Karen, you're a fucking terrible boyfriend, trying to give excuses, so she can
Okay.
make you feel like shit, so she can abandon you. Would you be
Yeah.
the kind that, like, if you were invested to us in an individual emotionally, romantically, you would actually end up getting fucked by the trauma or potential trauma from their abusive language? Or are you just the
It
kind
would
that would just drop it right
sting,
away? Just
but
drop it, fuck you, I'm gonna move on. You're not
it,
gonna fuck me up.
yeah, it would sting. But the sheer fact that she's trying to make me feel bad about shit that's not there to feel bad about, like she's actively trying to do it for a specific purpose, it's like a manipulative tactic. The second I recognise that,
Yeah.
it would still hurt, but I'd pull back like emotionally and just be like, all right, fucking, let's go, let's dance, let's see what you fucking got, you little bastard.
Oh, okay. You said it would sting, which is kind of interesting because a lot of
It was
ENTPs,
sting.
I would stereotype a lot of ENTPs as you definitely see you would probably try to be like to make it not sting, right? Because this shit
I
is
would actively try to make it not sting.
yeah, it's useless to you. This will just pull you down. You're gonna try your best to get out of it, but you're saying there
Yeah.
is some resistance. Like your brain will instinctively be bothered, but you're gonna do your best to get out of that. Okay,
That's how
I'm
attachment goes,
similar to you
man.
about that. I think the stinging will be very minimal for me though. Like it's almost 0% because I'm more strict about my relationships, platonic or romantic. If someone's being annoying to me, I will communicate about it. If there's no way to resolve the problem, I will just drop them. That's as simple as that. That's not really
Mm.
normal in the sense that a lot of people I know are more like feeler about it. They're kind of like just more normal people who would actually try to save their relationship using a lot of rhetoric and just general wholesome vibes.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like there's a level of detachment. Like, no, I'm not gonna fuck with this, and you will not bother me with
Yeah.
this. I'm very like
Like,
it's almost like a black or white thing, dude. Like it's super simple to me. There's not a lot of energy that I'll expend on it. I'm very confident in
okay.
how the relationship should look like if I continued it or if I didn't continue it. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I feel like I would have the emotional attachment that these normal people you're talking about have, but I wouldn't let myself try to save the relationship.
yeah,
Like the second I know that playing. I wouldn't even. I don't want to call it playing games because I've seen posts like Twitter posts and fucking shit on Quora from people that have like they're bitching about people playing games and it's nothing. But the second that you see that they're actively trying to be a piece of shit,
Yeah.
like there's no saving that. They're not worth that energy anymore. It'll sting. I'm attached. Of course, it'll sting while I'm pulling out. But there's no fucking valid reason to actively try and help the relationship work.
I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next questions will be number one, the N word. So what do you feel about the N word? Who should use it? Who can use it? Do you give a shit? Yeah. There are two versions of it. The normal and the more chill N word, and then the hard R.
Let's see. Uh, I've not really given any consideration to it. Like I've got a lot of fucking. I'm friends with a lot of black people, and it doesn't become a topic of discussion. Like sometimes we meme about fucking racism, but it's not like it's like so far removed that it's like, is it even really an issue? Like, is anyone actually fucking stupid enough to go, oh, that guy's a different skin color to me? Well, that means he's inferior. You know, like it's a whole. I can understand how it works because I know how like class divide works and how discrimination ends up forming and all that shit. But it's so not my reality that it's not a thing. You know, I could if I said it without the hard R, which I probably would, but it doesn't really come up at all.
Have you said the
And this, if
hard R
someone
before?
offended about it, like
You've said the hard R before in a private conversation with friends or something? Have you done that?
no, not really.
You've
Like,
not.
there's no to
Okay.
say it really.
But you wouldn't mind. You would
I said it
generally
without the hard R.
you generally wouldn't care if a friend or someone you know said the hard R in a private conversation, or would you care?
People have said it, yeah. People have said it around me, and
You don't really give a shit, right?
it's so insignificant that it's not worth giving a shit about.
Oh.
Like if I say like without the hard R and a black person gets offended, then I'll be like, there's two possibilities there. One is that they're actually living that out because it's Discord, so people have different lives, different countries, and all that shit. One is that they're actively living that out, and it's like actually an issue for them. In which case, you be a bit mindful of. I'm not going to apologize because fucking different circumstances, but different lifestyles means I'm going to be a bit more mindful, and not fucking say it around them because it's a trigger. It sets them off.
Okay.
But if the second possibility would be that they are just looking for a reason to be pissed off, in which case, fuck them.
What about the hard? What about a black guy getting offended by the hard R?
Um,
Is that different for you?
Same story, you know. But I feel like if someone uses the hard R, they're actively trying to piss them off. So I'm gonna lean more to the second possibility. No, the first possibility there.
Okay, I got you. So that you're just not cool with slurs being used to bring down people like racist in a racist way. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not big on people being actually fucking brought down. You know, like I like a little fucking. I like a little shitting on friends. You know, that's fine. But if you're actively trying to like bring someone down, then you're I feel like the only reason to do it is insecurity. So like the people that try to bring everyone else down are like the easiest fucking targets in the world,
Yeah.
and they should be brought down because they're like trying to feel better by attacking people's weaknesses. So bring them down is fine.
Okay, I got you. I got you. So the next one for you is you have a friend. You're not that close to your friend. You're just like average friends or whatever. He
Okay.
he told you that I don't know. He's dying. He's dying soon. But before he dies, he tells you on his last will that he's gonna give you a lot of shit, like a lot of free shit, before he dies. I
Okay.
guess he is in your.
Good shit.
He's like your really close friend. Actually, no, no, no. He likes you a lot. In his eyes, you're very close to him. Like
Mm.
he loves you, but you don't really
Okay.
relate. You don't reciprocate his feelings in a platonic way. You don't really give a shit about him that much. But he's a really cool guy.
Okay.
He's genuinely a nice guy for you. But he's a little NPC about it, right? So,
Uh,
he wants to give you shit before he dies. Um, and then he's finally dead. But actually, you have to before he dies, he tells you have to kind of like follow some rules. You need to follow rules. Like he gives out some requirements before you to get the benefits. Like let's say, oh
Okay.
you gotta take care of my pet dog or some shit. You know, like something you gotta like do for him. And you're like, okay, cool, shit. It's not that hard. But there are new circumstances that happen in your life that make it so that you can't really. It's inconvenient for you to follow through those promises or whatever or those
Yeah.
requirements. So it's like you might benefit you'll guaranteed benefit a lot from just not following through with a promise but still getting all the good shit. You could still get the good shit and kind of like break your promise with him. So do you believe in things like
Yeah.
honor and integrity, like loyalty and shit like that? And
I could not give less of a shit about loyalty or integrity. The only thing I'm looking at here is that this guy was cool. I didn't really pay attention to him because I was focused on other shit, but he made a very sincere gesture.
gotcha.
And it fucking moved my heart.
I got you. That's super
And I
insightful
like the
for
guy.
retyping. Super insightful for retyping. Yeah, I think
Yeah, if someone does that shit, if someone gives you like all their shit when they die
yeah,
because you were like their best friend in life,
yeah.
obviously I'm gonna fucking adore him. So I don't give a shit if it's convenient, if it's fucking convenient or not. I'm gonna take care of his dog.
Okay, but if you felt lazy, you would if you didn't feel like taking care of his dog, you just okay, fuck your dog. If it was strong enough as a feeling, your laziness, like you wouldn't feel guilty about like not following his
Wait, man.
what?
Do you remember that conversation with fucking that Sarah girl?
Which girl?
The Sarah one that was with that like Emery's guy, ENFP.
Uh, wait,
He
is
was type like INFJ and ENFJ.
a girl? Is that about a girl?
The Sarah one that had like a whole fucking spat with the server over being a fucking programmer or some shit.
Programmer. Oh, you mean Sarah, Daddy Sarah?
Yeah, that one. Remember how I asked her like, oh yeah, give me an outro?
Yeah,
Fucking send me an outro.
she sent you a nitro.
Yeah.
Wait, she did? What the fuck? It's hilarious. Dude, I'm looking at profile. It legit says you have nitro. It was only yesterday, I
I
think
don't
it
know.
was when you got it. Or
No, no,
today.
no,
Today? You got it
no, no.
today? Did you get it today?
You should just give me it right.
What the fuck? Oh, shit.
What was the question?
Oh, yeah, we're
Oh, if I
moving.
don't feel guilty about it or anything like that, yeah, I'm still gonna take care of the fucking dog. I don't care about integrity or I don't care about loyalty.
Fucking
I just care
amazing.
like I like the guy.
I think I'm
I'm
giving you
gonna do it.
the final, possibly the final question for you for morals. Which is,
Cool.
it's gonna be amazing. This one, I'm excited to see what you would say. Maybe.
There's no E in the Mrthick though.
There's no E.
There's no. There's no E.
Letter
Oh wait,
E.
no. Morals is fucking M. What am I talking about?
Yeah, what the
Never
fuck
mind.
are you saying, dude? You're on drugs right now or something? Anyway,
It's emotions. I don't know.
the last question possibly is, you get all the good shit you want, anything physically possible to get, like food.
Oh, you mean my life in general?
You
Okay.
get a really good life, your ideal life, you get it.
Yeah,
But
just
you all the good
overall.
shit,
Yeah.
anything physically possible that you want, you'll get it. But
Current reality.
when you die, everyone will think you're a pedophile, like the worst scum of the earth individual, and your friends will suffer. Your friends will suffer socially. They'll be like they were associated with this guy, and so a lot of your friends might socially struggle because you're known as this pedophile. But that's about it. Like your image is fucked, but you're dead. So would you take the deal?
Okay, if I can get everything I want,
Yeah, except like you can't, for some reason you can't prevent like the social image thing.
that's
Like
fine. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna set the affected friends up so well that like everyone
yeah,
thinking they were associated with a paedophile doesn't matter. Like they can just look down at their fucking nose at these peons.
give them a comfortable life before you die. Your friends.
Yeah, set them up so well that like who gives a fuck what these random faggots think?
You don't give a shit about your reputation being fucked over the world, as long as like
I'll just
your everyone else you like is chilling.
as long as I can set them up so that it doesn't affect them at all. And I don't really give a fuck what anyone thinks of me. That's fine.
Holy shit, your typing is gonna be very easy for morals, but I think I might have a follow up for you though, which is,
Okay.
would you take a deal where you press a button and it guarantees you'll die around like age 50 or 60,
Okay.
but you get all the shit you want in life?
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind that, even if it kills you at age 50 or 60.
I'm probably gonna die then anyway.
Really? Is this like something is it,
I'm not.
are you
I'm not
joking?
living a careful life, bro.
Oh, are you you're not memeing when you said you're probably gonna die at 50? Is this like a semi-serious thing or more like a joke?
I mean, I'm in the first world, man. I'm probably gonna live to about 80, considering all the fucking medicine. But I've got free healthcare. But like, there's no real chance I'm gonna live a life that is fucking active and healthy
Oh,
beyond 60 anyway.
you don't work out too much and shit.
I mean, I work out quite a lot, but I smoke a lot and drink a lot. So.
Oh shit, this is useful for your the rest of your letters for Mrthick for other typing models, but so
Okay, okay, okay.
so you're saying you're fucking, yeah, you into drugs and shit and smoking?
I was into drugs when I was like, I got into them when I was like 16, and then I got bored of them by the time I was like 19.
I think I'll give you your typing now for morals and
Yeah,
you.
okay.
Hello Max. You got ENTP for your morals. Very
Okay.
fucking ENTP. You might be the most, maybe other than me. I'm thinking. I think other than me, you might be the most. Hello, yo boy Max. You might be the most ENTP. I guess the most stereotypically ENTP person I
Senor
know.
Ban, you know that I
Other than me.
am the supreme ENTP.
Other than
Good
me, I
sir.
might be competing with you on that.
No,
On
I'm
morals.
top ENTP.
Sure.
No,
Sure. If that strokes your little dick ego, sure. Yeah. Like.
that helps me sleep at night. Let's go.
Okay, I'll do everything that I can help you sleep at night for sure. So there, my typing Model M for you in morals is ENTP. And side comment,
Okay.
as I said, I'll repeat it again. You might be one of the more ENTP, stereotypically ENTP morals that I've met before. I'm actually like on your level as well. I think I'm slightly more. Maybe we're just equal on the top in terms of what I
Okay,
imagine
okay.
ENTP morals look like. The stereotype, the
Um,
ultimate archetype of an ENTP moral. It's very, very
okay,
you
okay.
and me. You
I'm
just
willing
don't
to
give a
reign
shit. You
alongside
don't give
you.
a shit, dude. That's like a very ENTP
Uh,
thing. You just don't give a shit.
I'm, I'm willing to reign alongside you. This is fine.
Okay. I mean, I'm surprised
Oh, I
you
love
even
that.
conceded that.
I love that accent, man. What part of Europe you from?
Yeah, true that, Max. I can't hear you, but true that.
What?
I can't hear you,
Scottish?
man, but true that, bro.
Oh, I said, what part of the country you from? I love that accent. I mean, the world. Sorry. Can you guys not hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
You,
you're saying, bro.
you sound like Count Dink. Have you ever met Count Dink? I mean, have you ever yeah, have you heard of him?
Oh, he
He's
left.
gone?
He left. All right. So you're an ENTP in
Hello.
morals. Very ENTP. Another
Yeah.
second comment for you, Karen. Probably the last comment is you are probably the fastest typing session I've done in terms of morals. Other people I've typed for like an hour, partially because their morals were kind of harder to dissect, and number two, we kind of like they didn't give me short answers the way you did. I actually like short answers. I like the short and long in their own way. It's like apples and oranges.
What was our again?
Yeah, so you you're probably the shortest typing session I've had for morals. Like you're the fastest, and I think that's really cool.
Right, tomorrow.
For
Okay.
morals only, not the whole thing. And other people I've
Okay.
typed in morals. I've typed Dan and Octi and others. Like their videos were around like an hour. You are like, let me see the recording. It took me like 30 minutes to type you, and this I think this makes sense that it was short because you gave me really fast answers, and I like that. I like fast answers. I like I like long answers too. They're both like apples and oranges, and
Okay.
you give me a certain flavor of the way you answer questions. Very like efficient, and I like it.
Spicy as shit, that's true.
Makes sense as well as an ENTP. You're pretty confident. Like if you're stereotypically ENTP, you're probably gonna have like a very good idea of your morals, or at least lack of morals. So you just kind of like will give me the proper response quickly to me. I wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to
Yeah.
worry about like thinking about my questions. I've typed this girl in ENFP about abortion, right? That's the first question I asked you, if you remember. It took her like,
Yeah.
so I asked. That's the first thing I asked her as well. And we dedicated like a fucking 10, 20 minutes talking about abortion because there were so many hypotheticals that I ended up needing to give her because
There's not that much
her answer
fucking
was
nuance,
her
bro.
answer was fucking nuanced, dude. So I had to give her like a million follow-up questions, and there are even some questions at
What
the end.
the fuck?
Yes, this is what I'm telling you. These questions are very different for other people. The way they would interpret it, the way they would
Yes, sorry,
respond to it,
motherfuckers.
dude. It's so cool. So that's why, you know, this girl eventually couldn't even answer some of the questions. She was like, I need to think more about that, you know? So there's so much nuance in these questions to certain people. Especially if you talk to a feeler, an ENFP, someone with high FI. There's that difference that you
Hey there.
Hello, Max. So there's that. I think Max as well. I've asked him some hypotheticals before, but not in a typing session, but just general questions. And he's an ENFP, and he also kind of like slowed down a little bit to think about his answer when he was getting asked some questions.
Mm.
So hello,
You're back. Good, good, good.
welcome back, Aya.
Did
So
we not give you enough attention before? Is that why you left?
No, I just wanted to make sure you guys could hear me. I thought my audio was missing. So I rejoined.
This.
So yeah, Aya. Yeah. Do you guys have any last words? I'm done typing. Mr.
Can we
Ciaran
not
for
ask most
morals.
people?
All right. Spread love, guys. Spread love. Spread love.
Uh,
And spread your legs. as
I'm on
well.
my winter arc.
Here's my last word.
Okay.
Spread love and spread your
There you
legs
go.
for me. Okay, bye.